Imagine this. Someone smiles at you and asks, "So, what do you usually do every day?" Suddenly, your mind goes completely blank.
You know the words, you understand the question, but somehow you just can't answer naturally.
Maybe you say, "I wake up, I eat, I go work, I sleep." It isn't wrong, but it doesn't sound like a real conversation.
And then you start thinking, why is speaking English so much harder than reading or listening?
If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of English learners experience the same thing every day.
The good news is that you don't need hundreds of new vocabulary words. You don't need perfect grammar either.
What you really need is to learn how English speakers naturally talk about simple daily routines.
Today, we're going to practice exactly that.
And before this episode ends, you'll be able to describe your daily routine with more confidence, more natural expressions, and less hesitation.
Even if you're a complete beginner.
But here's something interesting. Most learners don't struggle because they don't know English.
They struggle because they're trying to build every sentence from grammar rules instead of using natural speaking patterns.
Once you understand those patterns, speaking becomes much easier.
So today, don't worry about being perfect.
Just listen, repeat, and enjoy the conversation. Later in this episode, we'll share 5 simple expressions that native speakers use every day, but many English learners never learn in textbooks.
One of them can instantly make your English sound more natural. Welcome to another English TalkHub podcast, where we practice real English through natural conversations.
Today, we're talking about one of the most useful topics in everyday English, your daily routine.
Whether you're introducing yourself, preparing for an English exam, talking to new friends, or joining a job interview, this is a conversation you'll use again and again.
We'll show you simple vocabulary, natural expressions, and real conversations you can start using today.
And if our podcast is helping you become more confident in English, we'd love to have you join us every week here on English TalkHub.
Now, let's begin with a simple question. Emma, what does a normal day look like for you?
Honestly, it depends on how many times I press the snooze button.
I knew you were going to say that.
Don't judge me. I always have the best intentions the night before.
Well, I think a lot of our listeners can relate to that.
Definitely. And that's exactly why today's conversation is going to feel so real.
Emma, let me ask you something. When someone asks, "What's your daily routine?" what do most English learners usually say?
They often answer with very short sentences. Something like, I wake up, I eat breakfast, I go to work, I come home, I sleep.
Exactly. There's nothing grammatically wrong with those sentences.
But they don't sound like a real conversation. They sound more like a checklist.
And that's the biggest difference.
Native speakers usually connect their ideas. They explain a little more. They make the conversation feel natural.
So today, let's learn how to do that together.
Before we improve our English, let's look at a common mistake.
Imagine someone asks you, "Tell me about your day."
If your answer finishes in only 10 seconds,
The conversation is probably over.
that's true.
Conversations grow when you add small details.
Those little details make your English sound friendly and confident. I remember something that happened when I first started talking with international friends online.
Oh, what happened?
Someone asked me, what do you usually do in the morning?
That's a simple question.
That's what I thought. I answered, I wake up, breakfast, coffee, work.
That's more like a shopping list than a conversation.
Exactly. There was an awkward silence after that.
I think many of our listeners have experienced that moment.
Later, I realized I didn't need difficult vocabulary. I just needed to connect my ideas naturally.
That's an important lesson. What about you? If someone asked about your morning right now, could you speak for 1 full minute?
Think about your answer before we continue.
Here's the first secret. Don't speak in separate sentences.
Instead, connect them together.
Use simple linking words like first, then, after that, later, finally.
Those tiny words make a huge difference.
Agreed. Let's hear the difference.
I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. I go to work.
Correct, but not very natural.
First, I wake up at around 7 o'clock. Then I brush my teeth and get dressed. After that, I have breakfast with a cup of coffee. Finally, I leave home and head to work.
Did you hear that? Same routine, completely different feeling. Good morning, David. How was your morning?
Pretty good. I woke up around 6:30, went for a short walk, and made breakfast before coming to work.
That sounds productive.
I try my best. It helps me start the day with more energy.
Maybe I should stop hitting the snooze button.
That would definitely help.
I knew you were going to say that.
Here's today's challenge.
Here's today's challenge. Describe your morning using first,
Then,
after that, finally.
that's all you need.
But connecting your ideas isn't enough. The next mistake sounds small, yet it's one of the easiest ways to sound unnatural in English.
David, what do you mean by small details?
Instead of saying only what you do, explain it just a little.
Let me show everyone. I eat breakfast. I usually eat a light breakfast because I don't like heavy food in the morning.
I go to work. I usually drive to work, but sometimes I take the train when the traffic is busy.
Those extra details make the conversation interesting.
Exactly.
What do you usually do after work?
I usually go to the gym for about an hour.
Every day?
Not every day, usually 3 or 4 times a week.
That's a great habit.
It helps me relax after a busy day.
Notice something?
Nobody used difficult English.
They simply added useful details.
That's how real conversations grow naturally. In the next part, we'll practice a complete daily routine conversation, learn natural expressions that native speakers use every day, and then you'll get a full shadowing practice so you can speak with confidence. So far, we've learned how to connect our ideas and add small details.
Now let's take it one step further.
Instead of listing activities, imagine you're telling someone about your day.
Think of it like sharing a small story.
Stories are easier to listen to, and they're easier to remember.
Plus, people usually ask more questions when your answer sounds interesting.
Let's compare 2 examples.
I wake up. I eat breakfast. I work. I come home. I sleep.
It's correct, but it doesn't invite conversation.
I usually wake up around 7 o'clock. After getting ready, I make a quick breakfast and enjoy a cup of coffee. Then I head to work, and after work, I like to go for a short walk before relaxing at home in the evening.
That sounds much more natural.
And notice that I didn't use any difficult vocabulary.
Exactly. Natural English is usually simple English. Let me ask you something. Which answer sounded more interesting?
The first one or the second one?
Think about it.
Hi, David. How's your day going so far?
It's going well, thanks. I had a busy morning, but everything is going smoothly now.
Really? What did you do this morning?
I woke up around 6:30, made breakfast, answered a few emails, and then came here.
That's productive.
I try to stay organized.
I wish I were that organized.
It wasn't always like that.
Really?
A few years ago, I always woke up late and rushed out of the house.
That sounds stressful.
It was. That's why I started preparing everything the night before.
That's a great idea.
Small habits can make a big difference.
Before we start shadowing, let's learn a few expressions that native speakers use all the time. I usually.
Example, I usually have breakfast at 7.
Most mornings.
Most mornings, I go for a short walk.
After that.
After that, I start working.
By the time I get home.
I'm ready to relax.
At the end of the day.
I enjoy reading a book.
These expressions make your English sound smoother and more connected.
Agreed. Try using 1 or 2 of them every day. Ready for a challenge?
Don't worry, it's an easy one.
Listen carefully.
Then repeat after us.
This is your chance to practice speaking out loud. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock.
After that, I make breakfast. After that, I make breakfast.
I always try to start my day with a positive attitude. I always try to start my day with a positive attitude.
Most mornings, I go to work by bus. Most mornings, I go to work by bus.
At the end of the day, I like to relax and read a book. At the end of the day, I like to relax and read a book.
Every day is a new chance to improve my English. Every day is a new chance to improve my English.
Excellent job.
Remember, fluency doesn't come from reading. It comes from speaking consistently.
And there's one final habit that can make your English improve even faster.
Let's talk about that in our final part.
Before we finish today's episode, let's do one final activity.
It's a quick listening challenge.
Listen carefully to Emma's daily routine. Don't write anything down. Just listen and see how much you understand.
Every weekday, I wake up at around 6:45. I usually spend a few minutes stretching before I make breakfast. After that, I enjoy a cup of coffee while reading the news. Then I leave for work, and in the evening, I like to take a short walk before having dinner with my family. Before I go to bed, I read a few pages of a book because it helps me relax.
Great! Here's the question. What does Emma usually do before she goes to bed?
The answer is, she reads a few pages of a book before going to bed.
If you got that right, excellent work.
And if you missed it, don't worry. Simply go back, listen again, and you'll understand even more the second time.
Now it's your turn. Without looking at your notes, can you describe your own daily routine for 1 full minute?
Don't worry about being perfect. Focus on communicating your ideas clearly.
Let's quickly review what we learned today.
First, connect your ideas using simple linking words like first, then, after that, and finally.
Second, add small details to make your conversations more interesting.
Third, tell your daily routine like a short story instead of reading from a checklist.
And finally, practice speaking out loud every single day.
Remember, confidence grows one conversation at a time.
Emma, if you could give our listeners only one piece of advice, what would it be?
I would tell them not to wait until their English feels perfect. Start speaking with the English you already know. Every conversation teaches you something new.
I completely agree. Many learners think they need more vocabulary before they can speak confidently. But confidence doesn't come first. Practice comes first.
The more you practice, the more natural your English becomes.
Even 10 minutes of speaking practice every day can make a big difference over time.
If you enjoy learning through real conversations like this, we'd love to have you with us every week here on English TalkHub.
Each episode is designed to help you listen better, speak more naturally, and build confidence one conversation at a time.
We'd love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, what is the first thing you usually do every morning?
And try to answer in English. Don't worry if your answer isn't perfect. Every comment is another chance to practice.
In our next episode, we'll practice another real-life English conversation that you can use every day.
You'll learn how to talk about your hobbies, free time, and weekend plans using natural English expressions.
So make sure you don't miss it.
Thank you for spending these few minutes practicing English with us today.
Remember, you don't become fluent by studying English once. You become fluent by using English a little every day.
Keep listening.
Keep practicing.
Keep believing in yourself.
We'll see you in the next English TalkHub podcast.
Until then, have a wonderful day
And happy English learning.